Hello everybody, I'm here to do a tutorial on the Dura 7-piece kit that I've had for quite some time. It's definitely worked great as far as any type of beginning body work or anything like that. Definitely does get the job done. One of the highest known Dura blocks as far as block sanding out there on the market. It's a very popular brand. Definitely have this one. It's very good. I found it for 10 bucks at a local swap meet. Practically brand new. So pretty much has everything as far as, your standard 11-inch block. And of course, I think this is, you know, I don't know, maybe 16, yeah, around there. But other than that, I mean, it definitely does get the job done. You got your little standard size 5-inch, I believe. And of course, your little square box, to getting those little tight corners. And of course, 100% EVA rubber, good for wet sanding and dry sanding. And then of course, you got your round block right here, which is good for those little, contour curves. As far as if you're block sanding with anything with the little curve around shape rather than having flat, this will definitely do the job right here. And of course, then you got this right here, which is your bar soap, which I was told that it cleans definitely the product right here, but now I don't think not many guys out there use it. But I was also told that you could use this as guide coat. And a lot of times people, when they use guide coat, they like to go ahead and use the spray or the dry powder. You could pretty much scrape this down on the area that you need work and use it as a guide coat. Some people have done it. I haven't done it. I usually go with the spray can, but that's just one option as far as going about it. But I still haven't used it yet. But like I said, I got the spray can, and I definitely. One thing about me is that I have more than just a 7-piece block kit. I definitely have other different sizes. So far as like my other side right here, we have anywhere from regular Bondo, different types throughout the years that I've collected. Um, little basic different ties. You got your longboard right here, basically getting at your local hardware store. And of course, a lot of times I like to use not just the sticky, but I like to use the little Velcro. And this is good right here for definitely cutting and shaping right here. That's a definitely good one. And of course, I shop around, I look, and I got these little old school wood ones, which work excellent as well. Definitely old school, but they don't make them like they used to when it comes to these. They still have them out there, but still good to have. And of course, these right here are really popular, making it really comfortable for the hand when blocking, compared to these where they don't have, these are just pretty much old, old blocks already, and it makes it somewhat not uncomfortable for the hand. Of course, compared to the Dura block or this, where it gives you that little nice grab feeling right here to makes it comfortable when sanding and blocking and shaping. And of course, this one right here, I never used this type of block before, and the reasons why is well, I got comfortable with the Dura block, but then I began to use this one, for cutting and shaping, and I must say it just feels really comfortable. This part right here, just definitely comfortable on the palm, controlling it very nicely and smoothly. And of course, I got that, of course, in your I believe it's a 7-inch, 6-inch, and of course your little one, for getting the little small little corners right there. And definitely have this one right here, which is, I don't think they make these anymore. They pretty do, but it's very hard to find. They have that wide, normally for stick-on or standard size paper, it would probably be like a 2-inch wide. This is more like a 1, 2, maybe like a 4-inch wide spread. But I have the sandpaper non-stick that can go with it from 80 grit and other grits as well. So this one definitely came in handy right here. As far as my other, I definitely have more Dura blocks. I definitely have the teardrop one. Teardrop one has worked excellent as far as getting those corners and round shape areas, contour. Yeah, teardrop. I heard about it when I bought the kit, and definitely didn't come with it, so I had to buy it separate. But other than that, strongly recommend the teardrop. It works awesome. And of course, you have your other Dura block, which is the most popular one that I use because I have a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner, so I'd be blocking them quarter panels. So they're good for long quarter panels or any type of SUV as far as block sanding and shaping. The longer the board, the straighter it's going to be. And of course, I say hello to the Daddy King right here, which is probably like a 30-inch Dura block right here. This is for the long one, so this is the one that I practically use the most on the quarter panels. Just for the quarter panels only, longboard to get that nice straight edge, and definitely works great. I mean, look at that. It's just a long block compared to that one right there. I mean, look at the difference. Definitely right there. So that is my that's that one right there. And then of course your regular size, regular 5-inch block. So I definitely collected more. I mean, a lot of people say, oh, you have a lot of blocks, why do you have so many? I was like, you know what, when I see good deals out there, when I shop around, and I have been finding a lot of great deals, and I just buy stuff at local swap meets of all kinds of random things. So with that being said, and I also like to separate, a lot of people like to use the Dura blocks for wet sanding and then dry sanding, going back and forth. For me, I like to keep the Dura blocks with dry sanding and shaping, and I would like to use the Motor Guard stuff that I have here. The Motor Guard, definitely like to use those for wet sanding. And I definitely have different types of sanding blocks when it comes to wet sanding. Like, of course, you got to have your 3M squeegee, which is very, very good when wet sanding. And, of course, your 3M soft sponge, definitely good, as this is the one that I use a lot. And, of course, this one right here, which is the Still Kit, which is a little bit more, it's durable. It's not as softy and spongy like this one, but it's a little bit more stiffer, as far as, it definitely bends, but it's just a little bit more stiffer, so which is good. And of course, I got several ones here, but this one's definitely, it's been wore out already, but other than that, it's still good. And of course, same thing with that one. My very first one that I got, and I wore this sucker down. I must have done like, I don't know, maybe over 1,000 cars as far as sanding. So of course, definitely the Motor Guard is what I definitely like to use when it comes to wet sanding. And of course, you got your BG12-1 Motor Guard, which is good for sand blocking, but I definitely would like to use these for wet. And of course, you have your flexible, which is pretty good. These are some that are new on the market. This one is my favorite one right here. I just like the feeling on this one. You can see the RL-1. I highly recommend that one for the Motor Guard to wrap it and roll. Works good. This was definitely good. And of course, a lot of bodymen have the Block Buster HT-1 Motor Guard Ultimate Sanding Block with the holes in the back. This one's definitely a great block. I don't really use it that much, but definitely for wet sanding and block sanding as well. I mean, but like I said, I like to use it for wet sanding only. That's what I use these blocks, just for wet sanding only. And of course, the Dura blocks, definitely like to go with the dry block, as well as these for sanding and shaping, and then of course block sanding here, all that stuff. So that's pretty much what I have. I highly recommend buying. You don't have to go overkill like the way I do it. That's just the way I like to do it. Of course, everybody has their way as far as doing body work, but as far as collection of sanding blocks, you could just say, well, I definitely do have a little bit more, but then you never know. Might need an extra hand here, friends that help me on my project. And I will be making some videos of a new project of a car that I have, 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. That's my body work and next tutorial that I'll be making videos of. So stay tuned with that one. And thank you for watching and sharing. And don't forget, please subscribe. And have a good one. Take care and God bless everybody.